You might not think of the Suncoast as a high fashion area, but Ringling College is changing that. Ringling offers fashion photography as a part of their photography and imaging curriculum. And instructor Tom Winchester is here to showcase their work. Oh, this sounds great. I want to come back to school.
Oh, great. Thank you. You should come.
Tell me about your overall program before we make any decisions here about your photography and imaging program.
The photo program is really amazing. The photo program starts with lens-based, which is basically basic camera controls, and it can teach you anywhere from commercial photography, which is more like the fashion, or if you're an artistic person, then you'll learn the art world.
Sounds like fun. Now, you are a professor. Tell me
Yes.
about your classes. What are you teaching the students?
Well, I taught lens-based fashion, which is great, and then I also taught studio lighting and location lighting. And fashion photography, my background is in fashion. I was on photo shoots as a production assistant and a photo assistant for Vogue, Italian Vogue, Harper's, this kind of stuff.
Whoa.
Wow.
Super cool, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to bring that experience to the students so that when they came through the fashion class, if they were on set for the largest ones, they know what they're doing.
All right,
So this is a cutthroat business, we hear.
Yeah.
It's a jungle out there. So
Right.
how do you prepare them for that kind of competition?
Well, you know, the number one thing I wanted to do with this class was to bring in local professionals. So during class, I don't know, you just saw the video, students shot with hairstylists, makeup artists, wardrobe stylists, local models, and one of the results of the class was that the students networked with these people, and it's the network that's really going to keep them going in their career.
So how do you teach them to take care of the hard part, the competition, everybody is fighting for the same job?
determination, yeah, the drive.
You know, it's great that you asked that, because one of the goals was to develop a personal portfolio. Because in a world where everybody's running around with cameras on their phones, it's going to be the portfolio and the personal style that, at least in my view, sets these kids apart.
And taking pictures can be so difficult. Like, what is there an eye? Is it something you have to have? You know how some people always say you have to have an eye to do it, or is that something you can learn?
Well, I think both ways. I feel like talent exists, but in the class, it was just come in. If you come in with a camera, then the setting will be such that when you're done, you will have a portfolio.
Wow.
So everybody in this class, in my view, succeeds.
And are you learning the actual basics? I mean, from what we do for a living, we all have a pretty good eye on what the end result should look like. But I just bought myself a great camera.
Right.
I think it's really hard to use.
Yes,
I mean,
it
there's
is.
like
Yes,
800
it is.
different settings on it. Do these classes break it down so that, you know, they're able to work with every level of equipment based on where they might be when they graduate?
Yes, definitely. You know, the program overall, if you have an interest in photography and you want to be a photographer, and you can come in with very little experience, and that's what lens-based communication, the very first, like, freshman, sort of very first semester of freshman year class, is something that everybody takes. And then you'll learn camera controls. After that, as a sophomore, you'll take the other classes that I taught, which says studio lighting and location lighting, where you learn the basics on lights. By the time they get to the fashion class, it's basically more about, at least in my view, developing a personal style and a cohesive portfolio. So you get sort of, you know, it's an incremental process.
As a mom, I'm interested in, do they get jobs?
Yes.
Tell me about some of your recent graduates.
They do get jobs, yes. One of our shining stars, Jenna Piazzolo, who just graduated, she's now working at HSN, which is really amazing. This is her shot of Phil, and Phil is one of the models that we collaborated with a local agency out of Tampa called Ben's. And then this is also her image of Lisa Silvermore, who's been on this show several times. And she's super cool. So Jenna has an amazing style. This is Ethan Early, who is now going to be a senior. His image of Sahar Mohammed, and then this is his same image of Jordan. These are local models. Sahar, after this class, also got repped by Ben's as well.
Wow. And you've got an event coming up.
Yes, on Friday is the closing reception for the exhibition. So those images that you just saw, you should come, and it's celebrate the students, celebrate the amazing work that they did, and it's on Friday.
And it'll give you some good ideas for your own photography.
Yes, definitely.
For more information, you can go to Ringling College's website. It'll tell you where, when, and how to get there. And next, we're going to talk to Dr. Jenny about ADHD.